welcome back. In this video we're looking at algebra notation. So this will be a fairly short video, but it's really important. The learning intention for today is that we can apply the correct notation used in algebra, and we can simplify using product and index notation for expressions. Product notation is really just talking about dropping the multiplication symbol when we're talking about algebra. We've kind of hinted at this in the past about maths being lazy, and we like to just avoid anything we don't have to do. So rather than saying 2 times x here, in algebra we just say 2x, and it means the same thing. It means 2 lots of x, 2 times x, however you want to think about it. Another way to think of this is if I had x plus x plus x, I've actually got 3 lots of x, right? So that's the same as 3 times x, which we then simplify even further and say, well, that's just 3x. So x plus x in algebra is 3x. It means the same thing. 3 times x, which is x plus x plus x. So the key is there that we leave out the multiplication symbol. We don't write it where possible. Things like add and subtract, we have to. There's no shorthand way of doing that in algebra, but multiplication in particular is the common way to do it. The other one is that if I have multiple letters here, so 2ab is 2 times a times b, and we just drop the multiplication again. And the other convention is we generally would order the alphabetical sequence. So I would write 2ab, not 2ba. Doesn't really matter a whole lot, but it's really just a good convention to be neat that we follow the alphabetical system, and it makes everything consistent as we go through. So if we have repeated products, we use an index notation. So if I had x times x, in this case, remember, this is not 2x. X times x is x squared. And that's why it's important that we covered indices in the last topic so that we can use this now in our algebra topic. And we also now see that x times x times x is x cubed. So we would write it as x to the 3 again in algebra. Rather than writing xxx without the multiplication, it's a little bit clunky. So time for some practice. The highlighted questions are the ones that I want you to do. In a lot of the cases, it's just simplifying, taking out the things we don't want to take out, combining the terms. Answers will be up in 5 seconds, so pause the video, have a go at these questions, and then you can check your solutions. Time for a success criteria check. Ask yourself, can I apply the correct notation used in algebra that we've just seen? Can I simplify using the product and index notation? And in particular, you want to be careful about not doing x times x as 2x, and that's x squared, and knowing the difference between those two. As usual, if the answer to any of those is no, have a go at some of those extra questions that weren't highlighted, speak to the person next to you, or come speak to me. I'll see you next lesson.
You can do it!